I'm at the Premier Inn here in Swansea on the waterfront. Now, this hotel behind me hasn't been renovated for quite some time, and I haven't stayed here in Swansea for a number of years, so I'm keen to see what this is like here now. If you're new here, my name is James. On this channel, we do lots of hotel reviews, we do travel reviews, airports, airplanes, anything related to travel. If it sounds like something you're interested in, please do give the video a like and subscribe as well. Let's go check in. Oh, hang on. Yes, I remember now. It is on the first floor, so we do have to go up. Reception just to the left here. There we are. Let's go to one of them. So we are in room 229. So back into the elevators, I guess. Oh, and it's here straight away. So let's go to floor 2. This way. Oh yeah, one of these. So let's tap and pull. So 229, so we are to the right. I'm gonna say it's very dark in here, but it is automated lighting. Wow, big open empty space. To be honest, so far it doesn't look too bad. Should we have a quick look outside before we try and find our room? That's room 224. This is the view. Not fantastic, but never mind. I assume it's going to be down here, down the dark hallway. 226, 227, so ours is right there. Okay, so in all fairness, walking in, it doesn't look too bad actually. I can see a couple of scuff marks, and that door's taken a long time to close. Be careful of that. Let's start by having a look in the bathroom. So it may not quite look it, but it does seem a bit dull in here. I mean, the light is one of those old lights, but like I'm not quite sure if it'll pick up on the camera, but yeah, nevertheless, it's fine. So we've got our towels here. It is the 4 of us staying in this hotel, so it's good to see that there is 4 towels. That looks like a broken fan thing. Bath doesn't look too bad. A couple of marks here, but I have absolutely seen much worse. Seems clean enough. Let's move the shower curtain this way. Shower head looks reasonable. It looks clean, and this does indeed look shiny. So shiny I can even see my own reflection in it. Sink area. Yeah, not bad. Not bad actually. Nice big mirror, although it does look like it is cracking at the top. But again, I don't think this hotel has been renovated for a number of years. So the condition it's in now isn't too bad. Ew. They look like suspicious stains. Okay, what's the toilet like? Toilet seat, bit wobbly, but no, that's fine. And this silly thing with some of these, hate it. Why can't I just give toilet roll? Main room. So this is the door. Like you saw, it closed very, very slowly. So I think, at least if you're in this room, just be mindful of that. Coat hangers, creaky floor as well, if you can hear it. Hairdryer just under there. Another mirror. And these look like the extra pillows. They are some coat hangers. Storage space down here. Kettle, PG tips for you English tea lovers. Any coffee in there? Ah, there is some Nescafe. That'll do the trick. Glass. Look at this. Bit dirty. Yeah, I would definitely wash them before use. Very small television. Like, very small. That is terrible. A little, I don't know, that's not a stool, is it? It's more of a, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you could class that as. But let's have a pan of the actual room itself. double bed. And like I mentioned, the 4 of us are staying here, so we've got the 2 beds for the kids. But genuinely, if this hasn't been renovated, this is actually in pretty good condition for the length of time it hasn't been renovated. So we've got a couple of scuff marks here, as you can see, along the wall. That's okay. Floor, big stain on it right there. Like, that is just obvious. That is terrible. There are, well, a couple of marks on the floor here and there, but apart from that big stain there, it's not too bad. Work area here. Oh, so they've left some stuff in for the kids, including Haribo. Okay. Breakfast menu. No smoking or vaping. Good advice. Hope you enjoy your stay with us at Premier Inn. Sorry that the weather is not ideal, but that is typical Welsh weather for you. If you would like any recommendations on things, feel free. Wow, that's really nice. I can't think of a time I've been to a Premier Inn and had a little message like that. That's really nice. Artwork on the wall. A couple of scuff marks over here. But again, I think because this is like a family room, that might be to be expected. And let's have a look at the view out to the window. And that is the waterfront over there. So for context, I am recording this video right at the end of February, and it is a bit chilly out there. But on my way here, it was raining, and it's nice to actually see some blue sky. Windowsill, ooh, a bit naff. That's a bit grim, a bit dusty. Let's have a look at room at this angle. And finally, let's see how comfortable these beds are. Here we go. Not too bad. That's not too bad at all, actually. So far, I don't think this room is too dirty. There are marks here and there, and with Premier Inns generally, because they are sort of a budget range hotel, you do find general marks, even in newly renovated properties. There have been some travel lodges that I've stayed in that are fairly new and have been in worse condition than this. But yeah, bed's fine. I think the room size it will suffice for a family of 4. It could be a bit bigger, but it is what it is. So what we're going to do now is head out into the corridors, have a little look round, see if we can pick any faults or pick any positives up about the property. And we'll see how it is, and then I'm off out for a night in Swansea. Let's go have a look around the rest of the hotel. Sometime today. Gosh, this is slow. So I think it's actually quite sensible that the lights are kind of motion censored. I guess it saves on electricity, doesn't it, really? But just looking around the corridors, you can see marks on the floors here and there, but for the most part they are quite clean. A couple of scuffs here along skirting boards and doors, but no, I genuinely don't think it's too bad. It does make me wonder though whether this particular hotel has a lot of guests stay in it, because if it hasn't been renovated for a number of years, then I guess it's just not used as much. So that's the way back out, but I want to be nosy and have a look down here. What's this? Tape on the floor. I guess it's to, not let you trip over the carpets, because that might be where the seams are. Yeah, I'm not really seeing, I mean, a couple of scuffs here and there. And I can hear people in the rooms as well as I walk past. So maybe it's not quite as private as you think. More rooms down there. Let's have a look at this full-size window here and have a look out. Should be able to see the waterfront here. There we go. Not bad. Let's head back downstairs and have a look around there. It's one of these we've got to press to get out. I do like that extra security. Instead of going down the elevators, let's have a look at the stairwell, shall we? Do we need to? Yes, we do. We need to tap. Yeah, it is good to see that kind of security. So obviously that's how we get higher floors. Let's go down this way. Sometimes it might be quicker walking up and down the stairs because the lifts, elevators, it looks like there's only 2 for the entire hotel, so they may get a bit clogged up. Another view. And let's go through here. Let's have a better look at the reception area. So as we came in before, that's where we checked in on the self-service check-in, but you can see that there are members of staff here, which is always good to see, especially post-COVID. Some extra supplies for your room, I would imagine. Around this way, we have vending machines. How much are these things though? That is the question. Now we do like to see, so let's have a look at how much a Twix is. £1.80 for a Twix. As expected from a hotel vending machine. That looks like a very sad and lonely children's play area. Let's go down to the ground floor, shall we? Now I imagine at night time it might get quite dark because generally I'm not sure if it does pick up on the camera, but it is very dark in here. And as I've come down into this bit as well, I felt the cold air kind of hit me as well. So let's have a look. Down here is the Beefeater restaurant. So I think this is where you probably go for your breakfast, your meals, anything. Let's have a look inside. It is quite large in here. Let me pan around. So the size of it, given the size of the hotel, I think is pretty adequate. And just here is another entrance in and out, so you don't necessarily need to come through the hotel. And if we look just down there, that is where, in fact, I'll come around this way so we can see. You'll see the food area just over there and the bar here. Some extra sauces there. Let's go and have a look now around the outside of the hotel and see what it looks like. You can see we're just kind of below the ground now. The outside of the hotel does look like it has seen much better days. In fact, it kind of looks like there was a fire there. I mean, there probably wasn't, but there as well you can see the dirt and the grime, and again it looks like smoke marks, but I don't think it is. Here's this other entrance here into the Beefeater restaurant, and down here is the waterfront. And I imagine in the heat of summer, if you ever get a heat of summer here in Wales, it might be quite nice because you might get a cool breeze coming in off the water. So as we come around here, hopefully the wind is not catching too much, but the car park for well, car if you stay here or whatever vehicle you have, is just here, and it is, as of recording this video, £6 every 24 hours. You have to, if you're staying here more than one night, you do also have to reload every 24 hours, and the wind is very blustery now, so hopefully it still picks up. But oh yeah, it's very dirty on the outside, and it could do with a lick of paint, you could say. Let's go around to the front side of this hotel now. I guess one of the benefits of this hotel as well is it has a Tesco Express kind of built into the building. I don't think you can actually access it from the inside of the hotel, but there's the entrance just there. So if you hop out and head around here, you can get a couple of supplies. Cash machine as well. And just there is the car park that we saw a couple of minutes ago. All in all, seems like a reasonable hotel. So I'm off into Swansea now, and if you catch up with me in a moment's time, I'll tell you how much I paid for this hotel and what my final thoughts are, and whether you should consider staying here if you're coming to Swansea. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. So how much did I pay for this room at Premier Inn on the Waterfront in Swansea? I paid £45 and £6 for parking, and that is from a Sunday night into a Monday. Now, we've just been down to try and get some breakfast, and we were told that unfortunately we have to book, which I find rather odd because that's not usually the case with Premier Inn, but it is what it is, and that's okay. So we're going to go find some breakfast somewhere else in a moment. In terms of the property itself, you can absolutely tell it needs renovation. The outside just looks really, really terrible. It needs a lick of paint, it really, really does. And after the main video that you saw of me walking through the room, it generally looks okay. However, there were bits that we found that were just unclean and untidy, especially in the bathroom, like in the deep corners. As well, curtains were fine. However, the net curtain behind it fell down in the night. It turns out it was just on one of those tension pole things. It wasn't actually fixed in or anything. So I have to look at that and think, well, what on earth is going on? The aircon doesn't actually work properly. It got rather hot in here during the night, and we tried to turn it on to cool it down. And all it did was just blow out hot air, no matter how low we tried putting it, and that's just unfortunate. The floorboards in here are incredibly creaky. Like, literally, I can walk down here, the side of the bed, and all you hear is crick, 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 really, really creaky. We can also hear it up above as well, which again is just really not good. I think it needs a renovation, and I think it needs it desperately. There are cracks starting to show, and I think if I came here in a year's time and nothing had been done, the whole property would just look like it had just been decimated. I can feel it starting to just turn terrible. So yeah, it does need that renovation, and it needs it soon. Would I recommend staying here? No, I'm afraid not. I think there probably are better hotels and better places to stay in Swansea itself. Sure, you've got a nice view of the waterfront, and it looks great, and nice cool breeze coming in. Maybe in the summer if you got the window open, but it's not worth the £45 a night to stay here. And just to be clear as well, Sunday into a Monday is the cheapest possible night. That's why we booked it. There were other nights that were about £65, and that was like a Thursday into a Friday. Weekends are even more expensive. So no, this is absolutely not worth the money if you want to stay here. Go and look for other hotels, maybe a Travelodge or the other Premier Inn that is in Swansea. Don't waste your money here. Anyway, there might be a couple of other videos on the screen now if you want to see more content like this. There is a subscribe button as well. Hopefully you'll be the first to see that new content if you do subscribe. But I do appreciate you watching this room tour, room review and hotel review of Premier Inn in Swansea. Hopefully we'll see you in one of my next videos. Until then, thank you so much for watching and take care.